So, I mean, right. So I woke up, right, because me and Daisy were cooking that good meth. You feel me? And when I called her, she told me they were having a block meeting with Zuck in the cubby, because apparently something happened with Zuck. So apparently Zuck were doing some dice rolling at the fucking senior bunzo to see which food he could get. And while he was doing the senior bunzo dice rolling, I think a Habibi MC member pulled up and asked Zuck, you know, who you roll with. Zuck said, like, you know how Zuck is, bro, like, you know, like, all like who asking type shit, all this. And then I guess Zuck figured out like, oh, these guys are gonna take me hostage. So when the guy asked him again, he goes, no, I'm Besties, right? And then the guy goes, I don't know, you could be false flagging. I don't know if you're Besties or not. And then Zuck is like, well, you're gonna take a chance here. Prime forehead right there. Radio off immediately. So listen. So yeah, so I think Zuck said like he's kind of taking a chance because the guy didn't believe him he was Bestie. So I mean he's taking the chance whether, you know, if he is actually Bestie or not. Some guy from Habibi MC. I mean, I don't know who it is. I don't know his name. I think Johnny?
Fuck is Johnny?
You asked me, bro. I don't know. Anyways, right? They take his ass hostage. And while at the job, I guess people from whoever was in Rust back in the day walk in. So they know Zuck is Besties. And they confirm it to the guy that he's Besties. And, I mean, they go about the job, right? With Zuck being hostage. I forgot who, he told me who walked in, but, I can't remember exactly. But he told me, like, they knew for sure, like, you know, history and all that, right? So afterwards, after the job, Zuck wanted to have a meeting with them to, like, talk about it. And there were avoidance of the meeting for some reason. And so Zuck kind of got like fed up, so he just walked down to the block.
Zuck called them to have a meeting and they avoided it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then Zuck just went down to the block to go talk with them. This is... so here, of course, the detail doesn't go into deep. The most detail he went into is, instead of coming through the main gate, he went down those stairs to surprise him at the meeting. On some big Don shit. That's what he said. Like, so I mean, but regardless, what he said in the meeting is all Zuck was looking for was an apology. That's all he was looking for. And apparently these guys just kept dodging and pussyfooting around an apology for some reason. They didn't want to apologize to him. Ray was there, I think, there too. And
did they say like what they said, or just didn't say anything, or what's going on here?
No, like, I'm assuming they were having a conversation, and Zuck was probably rambling, and he said he's... all I know is Zuck wanted an apology, and they just weren't giving it to him for some reason. They were, like, you know, and then... afterwards, a little bit, I'm assuming afterwards into the meeting, Ray apparently just goes... I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm just gonna talk to Forehead about it. And then I guess at that point, Zuck, he was probably fed up too. So then I think he said something about he wants an apology.
I don't get that though. I mean, I'm not the one that got fucking kidnapped.
That's what, bro.
To deal with it right there and then.
That's what exactly what we. That's when I heard this. That's exactly what I told Zuck. That's exactly what I told him. I'm like, oh, that's like, what the fuck? Like, is Forehead your daddy or something? Like, what you mean you need to talk with Forehead? You know, maybe, and what Zuck was telling me is probably how they run it over there, because apparently they was asking for permission from Ray to say something to Zuck. So,
bro, what?
Motherfuckers are probably raising their hand or something. Bro, you know how, I mean, it's how they run their gang, from what Zuck told me. Anywho, right? So
you know the problem with this is we're not gonna see Zuck. Right,
yes. I also mentioned that too. The problem is we're not gonna see Zuck. It's a 50-50 whether we see Zuck. But so I think Zuck gets to a point where like he understands that these guys are just pretty much brushing him off. So then he says he wants an apology and he wants the guy to kiss his ring or some shit like that. You know how Zuck is, bro.
Kiss his ring.
Yes, you know. Anywho, right? Regardless, now that whole meeting happens, and then now we skip to where I hear the story, and then this is where we're at the block, and he's telling the story, and then Zuck says the whole story, and then I pull Zuck to the side. I'm like, "Yo, Zuck, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is not a no Ray and forehead thing. Him waiting for forehead, I think is just fucking stupid when you were the one who got kidnapped and you were there trying to resolve it." So I told him, bro, you do as you think is right. Whatever you want to do, yo, Zuck, do what you want to do. And he said, I'm going to kidnap them. I'm going to kidnap one of them and force him to say sorry. You know, that was his plan. And I'm like, you know, I was like, hey, you do what you do, we're going to back you regardless. Because waiting for forehead, like, what the fuck? What the fuck? This is a kindergarten, bro? Like, what the fuck? So fast forward, you know, again, I was only around to, you know, cook me some meths. I was cooking meths, and they called me and said they got 2 of them hostage. They got 2 of them hostage, and they need a 4-door. But by the time they get a 4-door, apparently cops pull up on them. So they get in a chase. I give my table to Daisy. I give my meth back to Daisy, and I go and help them. The car is smoking. One of them is zip tied in the back. One of the Habibi MC members zip tied. I don't know who was taking hospital, right? They zip tied in the back. The Habibi members were zip tied, whatever the fuck. Zebra's there to help because Zebra was also a part of the hostage taking, the whole situation. Zebra just doesn't play a big part. He was kind of just there. Essentially, we can't really. I was trying to do blocks for them. That car they was in, that shit was not going anywhere. So the best thing we thought of is Zebra got a boat, went to the end of Tuner docks, and they were just gonna dump the Habibi members. One was zip tied, the other one wasn't, in the water. I'm assuming Zuck said he did a villainous speech and dumped the car in the water, got in the boat with Zebra, and they were gone from the cops. Once they were gone, I go and pick them up. Jamal came around this time, so Jamal also knows what happens after this. Yes, so it was at this point it was me, Jamal, Zuck, Zebra. I go and pick up Zuck and Zebra at the power station. You know, Jamal's waiting at the block to hear like what the fuck going on, right? Because he hear Habibi MC this, Habibi MC that. As we're pulling up to the block, Jamal goes, yo, they're spinning this shit. They on me. They spinning this shit. So they was spinning the block. We pull up to the block. Do we get an ambush? Our Astron goes out. We exchange gunfire. Jamal goes down. I don't know what the fuck happens to Jamal.
That just happens, bro. Don't worry about it.
Zuck goes down. So at that point, it's just me, Zebra, and Pat the Rat, because he was like on the block at that point, and he just, you know what I'm saying, he just started airing the bitch out. So it's just me, Zebra, Pat the Rat versus however many Habibi goons there was. To cut it short, we ended up smoking them at the block. And I think Zuck got fined, but he didn't go to prison. He got fined for whatever charges. He just got let go. He got fined. We robbed like a few of them. And then now we're here. Right now we're, you know, Zuck, I still wants his apology. They didn't, right? He still wants an apology. Cam called Jamal, and then Jamal just told him all Zuck wants is an apology. And then Cam said, I guess Cam refused it. And now we're here.
That must have been one phone call, Cam and Jamal, huh?
You know what's crazy? Listen, for it, the only reason I stayed up is because I wanted to show Jamal how to cook meth, and I was about to show him, brother. I was gonna show him then go to bed right after, but Jamal and Cam were in that phone call for 30 minutes just repeating the same thing. They were repeating the same thing, and I'm there trying to go to sleep. You know, I only got an hour and 30 minutes of sleep afterwards. After, you know, I went to the fucking RV. because they just kept talking in circles for 30 minutes just to come to the conclusion that they were not gonna give the apology. And so now we are here where I guess they're waiting for Ray to talk to you. But
I don't know what they're trying to talk to me about.
So
I mean, listen, if Zuck went down, listen, it's very simple, right? The guy that has a problem with them, the guy they kidnapped, went down to their block to try and resolve the problem, and they just ignored him and said, "We're gonna go speak to this other guy." I mean, I get it, right? Listen, if this was like a gang issue, I mean, it kind of is, but at the same time, they could have resolved the problem right there and then, right? They had the chance to. There's no need to like, go beyond Zuck. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, Zuck's the one with the problem. Is yet to resolve the issue. Try and resolve it if you want to. There's no need to like go speak to somebody else. That's the way I see it.
Well, that's the thing, bro. All Zuck wanted is an apology. And they just didn't want to give him, they didn't want to say, yeah, my bad for taking you hostage. So, I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, it's... And,
yeah, but like, was anybody else there to see that meeting with just Zuck?
I think, no, I think there was. I just don't remember who.
Was there? Was Zuck like bugging? Or was he not bugging?
Zebra was there, I think, but...
okay.
Zebra was there. We would have to ask Zebra who else was
so
around.
Two motherfuckers have been tweaking and bugging everywhere with the meeting.
I think, what's her name? Alana might have been there, because he told me she was with her.
Alana. So they went to meet with Zebra and Alana.
I know. Okay, so at the circle when I got to the store, I know Pat the Rat, Kelly was there, but I don't know if they were at the meeting at the block.
Pat the.
So I don't know. So maybe I would have to ask them to see if they was there, but I don't know.
Okay, so I'm just trying to get everything lined up, right? So they went. Zuck was at Senior Buns. They pretty much kidnapped him. He said he's besties. They didn't really believe him. Then they found out he's eventually besties.
Give me a second, Julian calling me. I'm in a little meeting right now, my dog. What's up?
Oh shit, okay. I seen some car bullshit. I'll call you after. Let me know when you're free.
No problem.
Alright, bro.
Alright. Go ahead.
So he got kidnapped. They didn't believe it was besties. They eventually found out he's besties. After he was kidnapped, he went out to their block to try and speak about it or ask for an apology. They brushed him off.
Yeah.
He didn't kidnap them, right? Is that what happened afterwards?
Yeah.
Yeah, he then kidnaps them, and then they start on the block.
Why?
Yeah.
Dumped him in the ocean too, no?
He dumped them in the ocean?
Well, he dumped him in the
getting away
ocean
from cops.
because he was getting from the cops and he couldn't get away. So he's like, fuck it. I'm going to just drop him in the ocean, get in Zebra's boats and take off.
I'm just trying to make sure I know what happened.
Yeah. That's what happened.
I mean, it's pretty simple, no? Give Zuck the apology.
Bro.
Problem is when is he going to be around?
That's what I mean. And then you know what's the other issue? This guy fucking Ray Romanov is gonna call you, and then it's just gonna be like, okay, well, what does Zuck want? An apology?
The only problem we have with this is when's Zuck gonna be around to deal with this.
You know, I would understand if Zuck was asking for like money, a cut from the bank.
I mean, okay, kissing the ring is a bit crazy, but like,
okay, but kissing the ring, I think was after there was.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I get that. But I'm just saying, I feel like an apology is pretty like.
It's just pretty like.
It's a fair ask.
Yeah, like, and then yeah, and then like, we're here now. Apparently, they kept talking about like our relationship that we have with them or whatever the fuck. Like, I guess they don't want to ruin it, but I'm like, you're about to ruin whatever relationship you think you have with us over just a guy saying my bad. So I don't.
Ruined it when they spanned the block.
I mean, I agree with that, but I'm saying like on their perspective, that's how they would like, bro. Like, all the guy has to say is like my bad. Not even then I'm sorry. Like, my bad. You know what I'm saying? But Future had a good point. I think essentially what they're gonna try to hit you with is that we've taken them hostage. But like, I'll be honest, I don't give a fuck.
When did we
like,
take them hostage?
I mean, wouldn't surprise me if we eventually somewhere in the line someone has taken them hostage. If Future thinks we've taken them hostage, most likely probably taking them hostage. But I'm saying it's a possibility what they might hit you with. But in my opinion, who the fuck are they to get like? Bro,
I mean, listen. Did we take him hostage?
does it matter if whether we did or not? Because I don't think it matters.
I'm just trying to figure out if we did.
I don't know. I mean, again, I'm just saying what Future said, right? He thinks that's what they're gonna hit you with, and
But I'm be honest, we have no relationship with them. There is no relationship there other than doing business with them, which I'm gonna be honest,
which
we
is
do
his
business
business.
with everybody, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's just business. That's not really a relationship, right? I don't know. I don't really like. I don't know what they're talking about ruining relationships unless they're talking about business.
I think it's probably that.
And at the end of the day, for me, business is business. I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? Makes no difference to me. Maybe they think about it differently, but that's just the way I see it.
So yeah, I mean, again, that's what Future. I'm just letting you know what Future said. That's what Future think they're gonna hit you with, and if they do, and if we ever taking them hostage, because God knows if we did, in my opinion, it doesn't fucking matter, because I feel like we're in a position where we could take them hostage. The fuck are they gonna do about it? So,
I'm not wrong.
like, I genuinely don't care if they're, oh, you took us hostage. I don't give a fuck. We could take you hostage. The fuck are you gonna do? You feel me? So, that's how I look at it. Like, they just, if we want an apology, we get an apology. There's no ifs and buts. It's not no Manor, no Hydra. It's a fucking Habibi's MC.
I took Hydra hostage yesterday.
Oh, you see what I'm saying? So it just further proves the point. Like, it's, if we want an apology, we get an apology. It's just an apology, so I don't know.
Yeah, it is, you know, but you know how shit goes. You know, motherfuckers, they're gonna want to say sorry, and then it's like, how far do you push this shit in? You know, like, do we go and just push this shit in? I guess so. Fuck them. I'm a bitch. I don't give a fuck.
I don't, like I said it. Like that's what, bro. I told you. That's what I told Zuck. I'm a yo
Listen,
Zuck.
let me tell you something. At the end of the day, you know, in these streets, there's a food chain, and they're at the very bottom of it. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I told Zuck. I'm like, yo, Zuck, this is not no we waiting on for it. You do what you think is right. And I'll be honest, what I think that's really what bothered me the most is that they brushed off Zuck. Out of everyone, Zuck. Because listen, Zuck has insane history, at least with y'all. Like, I would understand if I went down to the block and they're like, I'm gonna speak to, fair enough, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't know me. But Zuck, I know he's a tweaker, but still, you know, like.
Okay, but I mean, I'm repeating myself here, right? But at the end of the day, they could have solved this problem so easily right there and then with the person who had the problem. He was there to resolve the issue. It's not like he went down there to shoot them or went down there to start sliding on their block, right? He went down there to speak to them and try and like negotiate some type of resolvement, and they just got brushed. Okay, to be fair, like, listen, the only reason I have my doubts is because it is Zuck, and he might have been bugging and tweaking when he went to that meeting. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't, and he just got brushed off. But you know, like, he tried to resolve the issue.
Like I said, I don't know if like any of the sellers were there, because you know people just hang around the sellers around that time. So all I know is I remember Pat the Rat being at the little circle. So I mean, you could probably ask him. I think Kelly was there. He's the one that wears the do-rag, right? Or was that Kern? One of those. But I don't know. Maybe ask them to see if they know anything, or wait for the big ZB to come into action. The secret weapon.
Oh, I'm gonna be honest. Look, I think we just ask for the apology. They don't give it, then.
Nah, but is it not too late for that? I mean, he already went down there and asked for it.
Not wrong.
Like, I mean, what's it gonna look like now? You know, like, you come around, ask for it, and they give it.
The thing is,
Yeah, but it's like
to him.
It's also like how far do we push them on this, right?
I mean, the whole thing is on the pause because Ray wants to talk with you for some fucking reason. So I mean, I guess
yeah, but they could have
have
spoke with him before they decided to spin on the block. They, you know, they could have waited. They didn't have to do it like instant reaction to when they got dumped in the ocean.
That's fair.
You know, they could have spoke about it then and there, but instead they decided to do what they did.
But it's just like dumped them in the ocean while they were gunned down. It's just like just dumped them in the ocean.
Okay, so one was zip tied, the other one was just held like hot with his hands up, and then he couldn't get away from the cops. So I told Zuck, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna have Zebra get a boat. You just ride into the water and get in the boat. And if they drown in that car, you know. But one of them wasn't even zip tied. The other one was, the other one wasn't. So I mean, they could get away from being dumped. At least one of them could have. And probably saved the other one, which is probably what happened. Because kid you not, bro, like, he dumped in the water. These guys went to the power station. I picked them up, and they were already spinning in the block. So, like, it was immediate reaction.
That's what I'm saying. Like, where was the, let's talk to forehead before we do that.
So yeah, I don't know. That's what I mean. It's Miguel and Future, but they said exactly the same thing. They said it's already beyond the point, but that's Miguel and Future.
Yeah, well, the question is okay. In my opinion, we either do two things here, right? And I think Ming's right.
He is.
We got two ways to go about it, right? We either ask for the apology, which is kind of past that point, or we go and fucking do what we gotta do. But the question is like, how far do we push him in?
Yeah, it's like, what do we want after that?
Yeah, exactly. Like, what's the end goal of this, right? That's what I'm trying to like determine here.
I would say that's a big Z question, but when is he gonna be about, right?
Like, do we just go down there and just fuck him up and then let it be, or do we? That's what I'm trying to figure out, right? Like, what's the
an apology and the inconvenience fine that Zuck got? Well, it shouldn't be that big. Surely, if his gun wasn't too hot. And maybe a little bit on top of that, because they're trying to buy a new car. Hey, who knows? The car's
hopefully
in our
Zuck wakes
table.
up today, Hopefully he wakes up today.
I mean, if we could do something with him. I mean, I got a bunch of fucking ink bags. They could buy that shit off us.
When it comes to this Habibi shit, though, what we doing?
I mean,
I think it's past the apology. I think we give him the deal, the 1,000 bags. I mean, I can offer him 1,000 bags for 2 million. Waste their time with it.
But you want him to buy 1,000 bags?
Yeah, 1,000 ink bags for 2 million. Then we don't have to run it.
Yeah, but I feel this is more like, I'm gonna be real with you. This is more like what Zuck wants. You know what I mean?
I mean, where the fuck is
I don't know if Zuck wants 2,000 bags cleaned. Kind of like he's the one that it happened to, right?
Yeah, that's really only issue right now when it comes to this. It's Zuck and his time being around.
I'm saying, right? I want to do something that would make Zuck happy about it, right? That he's the one that the problem happened to.
Oh, well, fuck it, man. And an apology, and they gotta buy the bags. Fuck it at this point. But I don't know. On the serious note, it's like it's pretty tough without Zuck being here.
Like, how Zuck, like, what type of mindset was Zuck in after everything that went down? Just wanted an apology?
Just an apology.
You want to like slide on them, or what does he want to do?
I mean, I talked with him afterwards, and I mean, just an apology. Yeah, from what I know, yeah. He just I guess he just really didn't like the fact that they didn't want to. Like, he was very adamant, like, bro, these guys just don't want to give me a simple apology, like that. He was very adamant on that.
Hopefully Zuck wakes up next, because these guys ain't around till like super late anyway, right?
He's maybe Zuck will be around when they're around.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? We'll wait till today. We'll see if Zuck's around. If he's not around, then we just have to do something. We can't wait a week for Zuck to be around,
If anything, I could probably, because I've been kind of staying up late. Maybe if I catch Zuck, I'll tell him if we can't do it today. But like, I don't know. It's kind of tough.